Coming up on the Daily Clone here on a Thursday, Matt Campbell on how his philosophy has stayed the same and maybe changed a little bit for this unique Week 0 game. Also, Rocco Becht talks about what he needs to do better in the Farmageddon compared to last year. First, a word from our sponsors.
The Neil Diamond Musical, A Beautiful Noise, the uplifting true story featuring all the songs you love from his Grammy Award-winning career. October 21st through 26th at Des Moines Civic Center. On sale at dmpa.org.
Hello and welcome into the Daily Clone here on a Thursday in the Northwest Bank Studios. I'm here in Dublin. I'm having a great time. This trip has been awesome, but I can't help but think pretty much once an hour that it feels like a bowl game. I'm having so much fun. I'm in a place I've never been. There's Cyclone fans everywhere. I'm enjoying a few pints, but then it sets in. This is not a bowl game. This game right here could very well dictate Iowa State's 2025 season before any other team even plays a snap. It's unique. It's in a unique location. There's no doubt that this is the most weird first game of the Matt Campbell era. It's so much different than playing Southeast Missouri State Week 1. Still, the program hasn't changed their philosophy. It's still a day-by-day process. Campbell acknowledges that the game has a different feel, but the important focus is still within his own team.
If you don't worry about yourself, then you got real problems. And my number one focus, and I hope our kids' number one focus, has been really in the mirror. And we don't know what K-State's going to do. It's a first game. You got no idea. They got a new offensive coordinator. They've played multiple defenses for the last 4 to 5 years. And so you're playing a first game, and I don't care who your opponent would be. There better be great focus on you. And, I think that it's easy to get caught up in all that. We certainly respect that, and we're certainly excited for the opportunity. But really, the focus has been internal. We've got a lot to prove to ourselves fundamentally. We got a lot to prove to ourselves on building this year's team. We've got a lot of questions we have to answer. And, no matter what they do or how they do it or what environment or what continent we're on or wherever we're at, we have to play a 60-minute football game, and the reality is the score will be a positive for us if we execute our details. And so, I think it's really tried to hone in on that. I think you have to at the start of every season. I don't know how you can go down that road, which makes the emotions of a rival game. And, one thing we've had to live that here. We live a rival game early in the season, and I always think that's a unique challenge because it's just different, right? It's different when you have to play it so early, and there's so much emotion and there's so much season left to play that you can get caught up and all of a sudden make a lot of mistakes, and those mistakes can be debilitating early. So, I think our focus has really been internal. Like I said, that's a lot of respect for who we're playing, but if we don't take care of Iowa State, we don't take care of who we are, our fundamentals, our detail, I think it's going to be really tough for us to have success early in the season.
Meanwhile, Rocco Becht compares this game similar to playing Iowa early in the season each year.
We also have to play another one in 2 more weeks. So I don't think that's kind of like where we've hit the mark where it is just another game, because we always play a rival week 2 of the season. We always play one early. So I think that's kind of how we're going into this, is where you have to be prepared no matter what. Whatever they bring at you, because it's the first game. You got to practice and go against every single thing, every single look in practice, and I think we've done a good job of that.
Taking a look at the Iowa State offense against the K-State defense, this has been a pretty formidable matchup for the Cyclones. Iowa State, of course, 2-0 in the Farmageddon when Rocco Becht starts, and Iowa State has just run the ball down the throats of the Wildcats. Also, Rocco had maybe his most efficient game as a Cyclone back in 2023. He completed, it was only 8 passes, but for 230 yards. That efficiency is unmatched. However, he really struggled in last year's win. It was a freezing cold day, and Rocco completed a career-low 37% of his passes. Here's Becht on how K-State has made him struggle and what areas he thinks he can grow in.
Going back and watching those 2 games, I still have so much areas to grow. And honestly, against that team, because they do so many things on defense, they show my weaknesses, and I got to be able to see that film, get better from it, and prepare myself differently for this upcoming game. because I thought last year, that game that we played, I thought I definitely could have done a better job for my team. I think it's progressing, seeing the defense with my eyes, not getting glued in or, locked in on one side of the concept and not being able to come back across, and whether, there's an alleyway to just go scramble and run. I think I got to be able to make those decisions quicker.
Day 2 in Dublin was an absolute blast. I made it to the Guinness factory with my family. We got the Iowa State logo printed on a pint of Guinness. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Look at that. How beautiful. The factory itself, incredible. What a tour. What a beer. We also hit some local bars after and got to experience just a fantastic atmosphere. I am falling more in love with this city by the hour, and I hope that the Cyclone fans that are here are doing that as well. And for the ones back home, sorry you couldn't make it. If you're not there, though, spend your time with us at Cyclone Fanatic, whether it's on the Daily Clone, whether it is at CycloneFanatic.com, or whether it's Saturday for game day. We've got a pregame, halftime, and postgame show all live over on our YouTube at Cyclone Fanatic. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow along of all of our coverage, not only in Dublin, but all season long. Thanks for supporting the Daily Clone here on a Thursday.